Why the smart don't talk. Socrates' lesson for investors. In the world of investing, where emotions and passions rage every day, one ancient story seems particularly valuable. Socrates was once attacked by an aggressive man. In the heat of an argument, unable to find arguments, he slapped the philosopher. Do you know what Socrates did? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. He didn't shout, he didn't retaliate, he just stayed calm. When his disciples were surprised by this reaction, the wise man answered the question with a question. If I were kicked by a donkey, would I sue him? This story perfectly captures the situation in the financial markets. Every day we see similar scenes. Panic mongers screaming about an imminent crash. Gurus aggressively promote dubious schemes. Emotional investors blame the market for their losses. And this is where the wisdom of Socrates becomes clear. Truly successful investors, like the ancient philosopher, maintain an elegant silence. Speaking of elegance, the word elegance comes from the Latin elegere, to choose. In investing, elegance is not in loud statements and aggressive strategies, but in the ability to choose. When to act and when to wait. What information to trust. With whom to dialogue about finances. Long-term practice shows that portfolios of calm, silent investors often grow faster than those who succumb to emotional provocations of the market. The next time someone aggressively persuades you of their investment rightness, remember Socrates. Sometimes the best response is to remain elegantly silent and true to your strategy. Imagine yourself at age 67 plus. How will you live your life? Once again, I want to touch on an important topic: our future and retirement. Most of you in the survey chose the option, don't hope for retirement and invest. And you are right to do so. Because what standard of living you will have in the future depends on your actions today. Those who don't know their future pension yet, or who see their parents' pensions and guess what the future holds, you should get involved. Because the numbers out there are probably far from your comfortable standard of living. Some people find it hard to imagine living on a pension now. Do you think anything will change in the future? Will your expenses suddenly decrease and you'll get used to making do with the minimum? Or will you work as long as you have any strength? Now there is a trend to raise the retirement age all over the world. There are various reforms that worsen the conditions of retirement. And if you think that only people in the US are unlucky with the retirement age and the pension itself, here is a live story of our colleague from Germany, with their numbers and the real reality. The maximum pension in Germany, the most highly developed economy in the European Union, is €3,240 gross, even if one earned €1,000,000 and paid taxes on it. A person will get it if he has worked full-time for a good salary for 45 years. Retirement at 67, if you leave earlier, at will, the pension is greatly reduced. The average pension in Germany, according to statistics, is €1,500. The average annual salary of €5,000, after paying taxes on the hands, will get somewhere around €25,000. In a month, it turns out €2,000. If all summarized, the average pension for a family of 2 pensioners will be about €2,000 a month. For Germany, this is just a minimum. This is where the fairy tale of rich German pensioners is broken. In fact, they are, but retired 20 years ago when the system was not so complex. If you have at least 10 to 15 years to spare before retirement, you already have a lot of chances to change your future for the better. If you have more time, then you are lucky to have a more leisurely and comfortable journey. And for that, all you need to do is set aside a portion of your active income on a regular basis and start investing today. Despite fears, doubts, and your inner protests,